Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Schnozzcast. Your hosts, Bob, Cory, and Todd. Cory, how are you, sir?
Oh, hello.
Whoa. Todd, how are you, sir?
Chilling like a villain, Bob. Chilling like a villain.
You were practicing that. And you got me. God damn it. I'm well, thanks for asking. Hey.
Oh, how are you, Bob?
Hey, if you're new to the show, thank you for joining us. If you,
No one cares about the host.
yeah, that's fine. We live stream here every Saturday on YouTube. You can find us there. You can find older episodes out on any of the streaming services, wherever you get a podcast. You can also email us at schnozzcast@gmail.com, and you can ask us anything you want.
Anything.
Come into the live room. Say
Anything.
something in the chat.
Live room open right now on YouTube.
Anything.
If you're coming over from Facebook, thanks for following us over here. Gentlemen, today, I want to start off because I feel like today might be a salty episode. So I want to start off. I might be wrong, but I want to start off with grievances. So let's jump into it.
The Festivus begins with the airing of grievances. I got a lot of problems with you people. Now,
No better place to start
Yeah, boy.
than with what's rubbing Todd raw.
Oh, man.
Is that a saying?
It was destroyed.
His own hand.
Well, that's
I
where
use
my
that
went. I'm like,
Jergens,
maybe
man.
that's not a saying.
It's never raw.
For a
I got that.
grievance.
Jergens got that extra special lubricants.
That cocoa butter lubricant.
It's got cocoa butter.
Cocoa butter. All right, Todd.
Yes, sir.
What's got your goat these days?
Dude, you know what's got my goat? And people are going to accuse me of retreading, bringing stuff back up again. But money has ruined football on every level. And I, for one, am freaking sick, absolutely sick to my stomach of having to watch football games, both pro and college, on streaming services and having it flippity flop from one streaming service to another. This is freaking insane.
Like the
Having to have Peacock to watch
Yep.
the Thursday night game, and then the week later you need to have Prime for the Thursday night game, or you have to have freaking Hulu to watch it this week, and then not for nothing. Love Google and YouTube as entities because shit, we're on YouTube right now, but YouTube is, for the first time since the beginning of Sunday Ticket, the first time I, Todd Dillon, refused to subscribe because it's a subpar offering. Subpar, Bob. Subpar. So for the first time in almost 20 years, in more than 20 years, I'm not watching all the games on Sunday because YouTube was that freaking bad. These streaming services for movies, awesome.
All right,
awesome.
take a breath, sir. I feel like you got a lot to say, and it's all struggling to get out there all at the same time.
I'm sick of it, man.
Sick of it. So you subscribe to NFL Sunday Ticket?
Used to.
Now, how do you
Didn't
watch?
do it this year.
Normally, most of your games come through what? YouTube TV?
No. I used to watch Sunday Ticket when it was on DirecTV.
Yeah. And
then last year, when they moved to YouTube, I paid for that subscription.
Yeah.
And the experience was so horrible.
Right.
This year, I'm not watching all the games. I'm only watching what's on my regular Xfinity or DirecTV broadcasts. Just regular TV.
Got it.
So if I'm hearing this correctly,
Or Peacock or Prime.
But did you have to pay? Did you pay for like a trial or a one-time thing just to get those?
So
couple of games
I already have Prime, and I already had Peacock.
Good for you. Yeah, I did not have Peacock, and therefore I did not watch that game because I'm not giving.
And again, as soon as Peacock becomes irrelevant for all the other reasons, I will likely drop it and miss that game as well. But I think it's ruining the ability to watch sports. And I realized today there was all the over-air college games earlier today sucked, and the one game that was good was on Peacock. And I'm like, man, if I had to pay extra for it, I'm missing that as well.
Yeah.
So what you're saying is YouTube needs to drop the streaming of the football games, and Netflix should pick it up.
I think that the
One
sports
day
should
they
all
will.
move up.
They just keep bouncing around.
I'm kidding.
They bounce around, but here's the other thing: part of the reason that I didn't like the YouTube experience, the streaming services are not the same as over-air, either satellite or cable connections, because they're two different things. And so the thing that sucked about YouTube last year was, let's say they can't carry. DirecTV has always had the situation where if there is a game in your local market, so for instance, when the Seahawks play, they're on my local over-air TV. That is not a seamless transition for me. So I can't watch it on Sunday Ticket. I have to actually then drop out of my streaming service to switch over to my over-air service to see it. And it's not seamless. And so essentially, in order to make it seamless, I end up having to dedicate specific TVs to over-air, which again wouldn't be an issue, but making it a streaming service just sucks. I think it's just a bad overall experience. They should set aside a regular over-air station and then make me, if YouTube TV had channel 199, which is normally not in use, then that would be better than actually me having to switch from over-air to streaming to then not be able to see it. And again, YouTube TV sucks because I could only watch 4 games at a time on their thing, whereas my only limitation when it was on the dish was they only supported 6 receivers at a time for watching games. So I could actually see more football when it was on the dish rather than on the streaming service. So YouTube and streaming services for sports sucks.
Well, I mean, but thankfully,
I'm going to call a timeout right here because we got a shot sitting here.
We
Todd,
do.
You might have a shot as well. If you
I
don't.
do.
Some warm crown apple now.
I need something to freaking to cool me off, baby.
Kill that pain.
Yeah, we'll get back into it. But Car,
move the nets.
Yep. Join us in a shot if you would. Cheers.
Cilantro.
Well, did Todd record
That's
himself
the good
saying
stuff.
cilantro? Because I feel like we say cheers, and then there's like a 1.5 second break, and then it's the same. It's delivered with the same tone of voice.
So you know what's funny? I've watched him. He's
Yeah.
actually taking his shot, and he reaches over to his mixer and hits
Hits the button.
Yeah.
Hits the cilantro button.
So it's kind of a sleight of hand. People are like, wait a second, he's in the middle of drinking something. How did he just say that?
You'd be my hero if that's actually what you did. And if you have, that's not what you're doing.
Then we need to make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Exactly.
Just make it. Yeah. If you are you even using your mixer with all the buttons that are there?
Oh, I always use my mixer, Bob.
Okay. So every button should be cheers in a different language.
Nostrovia.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we need a Dr. Ruth cheers as well too.
Yes.
You put the penis in the vagina and you enjoy the shots.
Oh, okay.
Actually, that's not a bad way to do
Actually,
a shot.
Yeah, that's really not a bad idea.
I got to talk to Danielle about this.
It's consensual, of course.
Oh yeah,
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
All right. So
time in.
game on.
Yeah. So Todd, but thankfully,
Yes,
with given that grievance, luckily you have a TV room with a TV wall of 42 TVs.
Every room in his house is a TV room.
Yeah. So I mean, I get it.
But that was the problem. YouTube TV limited. I had multiple TVs that were unable to be used because they only allow 4 streams at once.
Also, he's got a wife to worry about with the cost for all of these services and all these TVs.
Right. But so then all you have to do is you just make several different YouTube accounts under different emails, and then you can pull up all those games on any TV you want.
Yeah, and then they're going to make me pay again. And not for nothing, one thing that sucks about YouTube as well around with this.
Hey, we should probably take it easy on
They're
YouTube.
gouging the shit out of people for.
We're trying to monetize this shit, Todd.
Shitting where you eat.
I know.
Exactly.
I know. Look at me shitting on YouTube.
It's probably not.
I love YouTube TV. I've been watching it all day.
Oh, I think it's the best.
We're using it
Just
right
not for
now to watch.
Yeah.
Stay out of the sports business.
So he was talking about that grievance, and the first thought that came in my head was the ladies aren't really probably enjoying this whole bit of content we've got going on. But then I thought, but what if there are? What if their ladies are like, yeah, I'm having the same problem. Like maybe this is the kind of thing that cues you bachelor guys into identifying those ladies that are keepers.
Well, and hold on a second. And ladies love sports. One of the things before I had Peacock, You know what? We couldn't watch on regular TV for the first time ever, the Indy 500 last year because we had to have Peacock. I'm just saying, all these sports going to these streaming services that you have to sign up for, and then you're like, guess what? I don't watch Peacock.
Hold on. How do we get from talking about ladies watching sports to the Indy 500? Are you trying to say
That's a sport?
I get it, but was she a big Indy 500 fan?
Absolutely.
Okay,
She's from the country.
You got to point that out because I did not
bumping
know.
and rubbing.
Well,
again, we're talking about Indy 500, right?
Bob and I never knew if you were talking about the bedroom or Indy 500 when you mentioned that about Mary.
Yeah, well,
yeah. Every time he talks about going,
who
down
doesn't
the
like
pits,
bumping and rubbing? Who does not like bumping and rubbing?
I just assumed he was talking about the bedroom, but apparently not. This whole time,
Oh, see, nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Yeah, boy.
Todd, what's the opposite of a boner? Because whatever it is, that's just what happened to me right there.
But again, maybe the ladies love it.
You like it, Cory.
It crawled back inside me, Todd. It was weird.
Maybe the ladies love it.
It didn't have very far to go, baby.
Hey, never claimed it did. Never claimed it did. It was a quick trip.
I had a grievance to add to this pile.
Please do.
Happened today. I had to run out and get eggs and bacon for breakfast this morning.
You had to?
Yeah, boy.
Well, we needed to eat breakfast, and I didn't have enough of either one of those things.
You give Indy eggs and bacon every morning?
No. Me,
That's
Lori
a great
Griffin.
freaking life for that dog.
Indy did get some bacon.
Well, I'd hope so.
Yeah. She wanted to give him some eggs, but I'm like, could you please look up whether or not dogs can eat eggs?
Oh, yeah,
good
they
for 'em.
can. They're good for
And
them.
she also wanted to give him some pancake, and I made her look it up, and she's like,
Yeah,
oh, there's
pancake, not so much.
There's vanilla in there.
Eggs,
They can't have
raw,
vanilla.
eggs in any form are good for dogs,
Raw, as a matter of fact, raw eggs are very good for their coat.
including the shells.
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, well, learn something new every day. Anyway, on my way back from the store, coming down my subdivision here.
Neighborhood?
Sure.
You do not live in a
If
subdivision.
that makes you happy. And
You know damn well, too, that you've never referred to this as your subdivision.
I looked at you, and maybe it was echoes of previous conversations that informed my word choice there, but that's what I went with. In my neighborhood, I'm coming down my street, and I stop at the corner here of my block where I have a stop sign, but
Was Sally there today?
sorry. Oh, Sally? Oh,
Yeah.
long, tall Sally?
You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I do. No, she was not. She had the day off. She doesn't work on Saturdays.
I don't
She
know
just
who we're
work on
talking about.
Saturdays.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's the money.
She only works on the Lord's days. Saturdays are for football.
As any good prostitutes do.
Exactly. So I'm stopped. I got a stop sign, but the other direction at the intersection does not have a stop sign. And there's a guy, I'll say an old man, and his wife and their dog.
Rico.
We'll call him Rico, and we'll call her Valerie. And the dog's name was Shithead. They were stopped. They were walking in the same direction that I was
Todd,
driving.
I wonder where this is going.
They were walking the same
know.
direction that I was driving. I stopped. They were already at the intersection. They were standing there in the corner. And I stopped because I have a stop sign. But crossways, there's no stop sign. And I was going straight. I didn't have a turn signal on or anything. And they did one of these things, like, go ahead.
Right, waved you on.
But they weren't crossing in front of me. They were waiting to cross in the same direction I was going.
Okay, that's weird.
And
Parallel
so
to you.
the only thing that I would have had anything to do with them is if I was turning left.
Right.
Which I wasn't.
You're going straight.
And they're like, run. You know, that kind of like no look wave that people with pets or bikers do to you, like, go ahead.
Yeah, because Rico was trying to get some other business done, Bob.
And then they smoke their microphone stand, which trying to wave you on.
Listen, sometimes it happens. But so I'm like, no, I because now I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm like, why are you waving me on? Maybe they're gonna like all of a sudden dart in front of my car. So I'm like,
So Todd, hang on, real quick, Todd. Let's you and I act as if we're standing on the opposite corner
let's
watching
play.
this take place.
let's play
And
that. Yeah.
there's this couple that's going the same direction as Bob in the car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I get it. People tend to say pedestrians have the right of way. In all honesty, they do not, because a car is
They do
going to
not.
kill you. So
Yeah.
you don't have the right of way. You should always stop for a car.
Now, you could argue that they were acting with that in mind, waving me on so that they didn't have to worry about whether or not I was going to run them over. Like,
Right.
They start walking, and I all of a sudden like turn left and fucking creamed all of them.
But you
Because
also
there's a lot of a-holes. There's a whole grievance about people don't turn their blinkers on, Bob. You could have been one of those a-holes.
This is a totally different grievance, but if you want to piggy-tail off of my grievance, that's fine.
So Bob just sat there, and it's what it sounds like. Where this is going is they had a bit of a standoff, and rather than just taking off from the stop
all of a
sign,
sudden I'm like, why would you? I was literally perplexed.
I was going to say Bob was perplexed. That's exactly what I was just about to say.
And now I'm like, well, fuck you. Now I don't want to go. You go.
Goodness.
So that
The guy
there was an old Mexican standoff at the corner
the guy literally, he wasn't looking at me, but now he's looking at me. He's like, fucking go.
Did he say fucking go?
Yeah. Because my windows are down. I can hear what he said. He's right in the corner. I'm like, no.
I like it.
You
said no?
I refuse to go.
I refuse to go straight.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sir?
I literally put my my forearm on the window. I'm like, go right ahead, Rico.
you should just put that bitch in park.
I might as well have. I got out of the car, lit a cigarette, just
Walked around, checked your tires,
right.
Pulled the click chair out of the back, sat down.
Do you any guesses on how long I sat there and how long they stood there?
I hope 10 minutes or more.
I was only going with 5, Todd. I was only going with 5.
It is between 7 and 8 minutes.
God damn.
Yep.
Rico didn't want you to see what he had going on, Bob. It's clear to me what's going on.
I don't know what he had going on walking with him, with Valerie and Shithead, but that's exactly.
There was something happening
like,
at that corner that he did not want you to see.
I'm going to die on this corner before you. Now they went. I won. But
won.
Did you really though?
I'm counting this as a victory.
I mean, I guess after he said "fucking go," okay, I can be on your side a little bit more.
Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Had he just been like,
I'm gonna sleep here if that's what it takes.
Right? Had he just been like, "Hey, buddy, like, go," I would have been like, "Oh shit, okay, I'm gonna
Meanwhile,
go."
I have grogroceries in the car.
Bob's ice cream's all
I
melted.
hope your
now.
ice cream melted. Exactly.
Yeah, he waited 15 minutes on the fucking corner.
I would have. Yeah, it would have been worth it to me. So they finally went, and as they went, I was like just slowly through the intersection, giving them the side eye. And I got home, and Lori had already started cooking, and she's like, "Oh, that took longer than I thought." I'm like, "Yeah, there's a long line at the store."
there was a long line at the corner of North Elizabeth.
Yeah, because I didn't feel the need to share this
At
Mexican
the corner,
standoff
impatient
at the corner of my
and
block
privileged.
with Rico and Valerie and Shithead.
Well, because Lori wouldn't. There's no way that she would have been like, "Yeah, you should have done what you did." She would have been like, "Why didn't you just go?"
That's not the point.
I know, but I'm just saying.
The point is, I don't need her input on that. It
Well,
already
I mean,
happened.
fair enough.
It already happened. Yeah,
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'm 54. I'm gonna. That shit. That's how I'm gonna react, and that's just what's gonna happen.
Wow.
Todd, it sounds like we're only a couple years away from Bob sitting on his porch in his underwear,
Todd's been there.
yelling at kids.
I know.
And by the way, the yelling at people from your porch years. Let me just say, fellas, those are the golden years. Those are the salad days. The
salad days.
If you're smart, you'll be practicing right now so that you're well versed in what to do when you get to those days. Don't let Rico and Valerie and Shithead get the better of you and just fucking go, "Oh, I'll go." Fuck you.
I make my own decisions.
Bob. Given that level of obstinance, I'm surprised you didn't buy that freaking dog deterror that I sent you the link for.
Well, now we're talking about actual animals. The Shithead.
It doesn't kill him. It doesn't hurt him.
Oh,
I
still have it. I still have it in my cart. I haven't pulled the trigger yet, but
it works. It works.
I've got it.
You know, it's a huge dog deterrent that I just found out the other day.
Yeah, lay it on me.
So Danielle was grabbing some stuff out of one of the cupboards, and I have a little spot in there with a couple random things I keep up there.
Hold on, what? In the cupboard? Are
yeah.
you talking about like kitchen cupboards?
Yeah.
You have a certain spot. Is this well known, like documented in the house? Like that's Cory's spot?
Yeah.
Don't put your shit there. So if your spot is empty, she won't put stuff in there because she knows that's
No, it's always full. There's
What do you mean it's always full?
there's some miscellaneous stuff, some paraphernalia, some firecrackers.
Can
In the
you run
kitchen
down?
cupboards?
Can you run down a list of
lighter-
what's in
In the
this?
kitchen cupboards?
Yeah,
Okay, go. So firecrackers,
lighter
lighter fluid.
fluid,
Cory?
a couple butane lighters,
Okay,
some cigars.
yeah.
Uh,
Why is this in the kitchen?
That's what I'm asking, Bob.
because there's
You have a whole man cave in the garage where that stuff should be.
And you have a naked man cave being built.
Well, that's true.
that's still in the works, but
Yeah.
No, it started off because this was like when I first started like coming over a lot before Danielle and I lived together.
Yeah, the garage was not your domain
Yeah,
yet.
no,
And you're like, I'm just going to stake out a spot in your cupboards.
I just had a
for my
little
stuff.
In the
little
kitchen.
corner. That's again. I had no other place in the
You
house
were a guest at that
to
point.
put my stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
So I just started building up this little.
But now you are
I know. I could. Well, some of the stuff I
old
could
habits
move.
die hard.
They do. Like the paraphernalia. I'm like, well, that's where I know where it's at, so I can just go grab it when I need it.
I see. You just
like-
need to mentally pick a new
I
place
don't.
where it'll be at.
Yeah.
And you
Well,
just haven't done that yet.
basically, I mean,
I as a guy, I completely identify with that.
that kind of stuff might stay there, like the firecrackers and all that. Yeah, I could take outside and put in my workbench,
Firecrackers.
which I should have done because Danielle went to.
Firecrackers in the kitchen, Bob.
Oh,
That's what I'm
sorry.
talking about.
You're right. I was thinking the same thing. Like, you know what? The kitchen is where I need them within reach. If I'm ever in the kitchen, I've got to have within arm's reach my
So you're
firecrackers.
gonna have bacon, eggs, and firecrackers.
Yeah. If I'm in the garage, I'm just going to go like, I'm not in the kitchen.
Well, you never know when you need to set up a trap for someone to scare the shit out of them.
Yeah. But you're getting to the main point that you.
Yeah. So,
Got
you guys remember the old school, like the snaps that were in those little paper baggies that you'd throw on the ground and had gunpowder and like rocks in them and they'd snap.
Yep.
Well, I found some that were called like super insane snaps, and they're actually little red tubes that look like little pieces of dynamite.
Congratulations. That's the title of the episode. There's nothing that you can say, Todd, that is going to top that.
I know.
And-
it feels so freaking deflating.
Dude, when you throw these things on the ground, one of them
Yeah.
has a great pop to it. The first time I did, we were actually in Romeo by our parents' house when I bought them.
Right.
And I threw one down on Main Street.
Mushroom
and
capital, Michigan.
yes. It made people down the block on Main Street like turn around and look to see what was going on.
Well, that's kind of crazy because they live in Romeo and they should know that sound by now.
Well, you would think so, but unfortunately they
It's the
didn't. So.
ATF and
Yeah. So Danielle was trying to grab. There was a couple dishes near this one little box of insane super snaps.
Super insane snaps.
Super insane
Yeah,
snaps.
let's
sorry.
get that clear because that's the title of the episode.
Okay, my bad.
Yep.
And I was doing something by the dishwasher, not looking at her, and all of a sudden,
what was that something?
not washing dishes. I can tell you that much. I don't know what I was doing, but either way, the box of those snaps fell from the up from the cupboard onto the ground, and about 10 of them went off at one time.
And where were your dogs at this time?
I've never seen two dogs run and be so scared in my entire life. And it was, as a matter of fact, it was so bad.
I hope they pooped a little and peed a little on their way to wherever they ended up.
Todd, I was thinking too, I'm like, they definitely both pissed themselves. There's no way they didn't. I'm like, there's going to be a trail of pee to wherever they went. And I think they were so scared they couldn't even piss. They're like, oh, we just got to get the fuck out of here.
But they didn't immediately shit themselves.
No, thank God, because that then I would have yelled at them, and then I would have felt bad later because I'm like, it's not their fault.
It wasn't their fault.
Exactly.
But dude, it was probably one of the loudest noises I've ever heard in my entire
Where was
life.
Danielle? Was she home?
Standing. She was standing. She was the one that knocked him out of the
Oh, she
cupboard.
knocked him down.
Dude, she
What's she doing in your space?
That's what I said. I'm like, hey, stop knocking my shit out of the cupboard. This wouldn't happen. But no, I felt really bad for her because it definitely got her eardrum pretty good because she.
It seems like you guys already need some marriage counseling to tell Danielle where her place is in the home. She hasn't been to your cupboard anyway.
You're so lucky she doesn't listen to this podcast.
Todd, I'm gonna let you talk to her about that, and we'll see how that goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, one of the loudest noises I've ever heard in my entire life. It's just, and you've been in our kitchen. You know, it's a decent size. It's very open.
It's a
So that sound
big
just
layout.
echoed through there. And it was rough for a few minutes after that because Danny, she started crying. Her eardrums were hurting so bad.
So is there a grievance attached to this story?
I don't think so.
Yeah, Danielle, stay out my freaking paraphernalia drawer.
There we go. That's my paraphernalia cupboard. Yeah.
God damn it, woman, stay away from my spot in the cupboard.
It was about Todd and the dog deterring device, I guess. So I'm just gonna get you a box of those insane super snaps, and you can just throw those out of the car.
Oh.
Dogs will take off.
Well, I have to tread I know them. Really, what I should do is walk over there and just go, listen, man, we ain't have to talk.
No, not if you're gonna frickin' passive aggressively frickin' wait out Rico. Get that little clicker. It doesn't hurt the dogs. It's just a little ultrasonic thing that makes them stop barking, bro.
All right. Will it
Take
hurt
back
my
your
dog?
life.
If my dog's inside, will it affect him?
No.
It doesn't affect your dog even if he's outside. You have to be aiming it at the dog, and
It's like a laser beam kind of a.
It's
deal?
like it's a directed sound blast.
But it's a sound beam.
Only the dog. It's a directed sound beam at the dog, and it just says, "Hey, knock it the fuck off." Works great.
I'm
because
I'm
Bo
a little skeptical, Todd.
No. So here's the thing: Bo loves to. If he sees a dog on television, he attacks the TVs in my house. And I click that button. No, he hears me. Hopefully he's not coming in here because I don't have the door shut. But anyway, when he attacks the TV, I click the button one time.
But you're pointing it directly at him when there's a dog
right
next
over
to him.
Max's head because Max isn't an idiot. Right over Max's head, right at Bo. It hits him in the ears. And you're like, whoa, what happened there? What? And I go,
Todd, have you ever missed and accidentally hit another dog and you're like, oh
no.
shit, I was just off in my aim?
No.
So Todd, I'm not a scientist by any means, but I feel like I have a decent idea of how sound works, and unless unless that little clicker was $3,000, there's no way that you can directly only hit one dog and it goes over the other dog's head. Yeah, I'm sorry.
I'm telling you, it works, and it does go over the other dog's head. No problem.
I'll accept the first statement of it works.
And it doesn't. Here he is. He heard his name. He's coming into the room.
Took him a second to get up there.
You know what I think I'm hearing?
It did. He's giving me the look too.
I think I'm hearing the Todd Dillon guarantee of your money back guarantee if it doesn't work.
Send me that link.
He sent it to me. I'll send it to you.
Yeah.
This is going to be amazing. So tune into the Schnozzcast if you want to find out if this worked or not.
I mean,
it doesn't work.
Was Bob able to solve this neighbor dog problem? Let's find out.
It will.
Was Bob reimbursed by Todd for the cost of this device? Let's find out.
It will. Exactly. Let's see. Oh. Oh, did you see that? Bo's like, he started nosing the microphone. He's like, what the hell is that?
Todd, is it like a big black and orange kind of wand looking thing?
Nope.
I'll send you the link, Cory.
Oh yeah, it works. Works great.
I'll send you the link. We can take this offline.
And there's no harm, no injury.
Well, that seems like that's the money back guarantee part.
There you go.
All right, boys. I want to end this episode here with a couple of questions.
We're only 30 minutes
we're
in.
ending? Holy shit. I'm like, that's how we just got started.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, as long as we're...
I don't want to cut anybody off. We could continue. Anybody have any other grievances?
No.
I mean, their grievances have gone like for 30 minutes.
Me off so quickly.
No, I only had two. I had two things planned for. We've spent 30 minutes on the first one. We got 30 minutes left.
All right, as long as you're aware of this, because I'm right with Todd. When you were like, all right, to wrap it up, I was like,
well, okay,
Jesus.
Sorry. I shouldn't have used the words wrap up the show.
Okay,
even though that's exactly what we're going to be doing.
Well,
that's fine.
I still have another half hour.
I'll pick my words more carefully.
Please.
Todd, before you
still didn't use. Dude, I made new music for you.
I know you did. I commit to you that when we are done with this episode, before I shut my laptop down, it will happen. I commit to you.
Todd, I'm sorry, buddy. Had I known that you made new music for it,
you didn't know this.
I didn't. No, I didn't.
Yeah,
I haven't heard it.
The last time that we,
when?
The last time we were here in my living room.
Todd,
Yes.
well, I'm just going to reach over and mute Bob's mic real quick because I have not heard the new music. Had I known, I would have
made it right away.
Yeah,
made it right away.
I'm pretty sure you heard.
Pretty sure I didn't.
Okay.
But either way,
Well,
continue
agree
on.
to disagree. Hey, boys, first question.
Yes, sir.
What have you managed to avoid your whole life? I'll repeat the question.
Oh,
What have you managed to avoid your whole life?
easy.
Go ahead, Todd.
Easy. And really, I haven't really tried to avoid it. But you know what I've never done, Bob, or been selected for?
Okay, go ahead.
Jury duty.
That qualifies. You've never been
Never,
a juror?
ever.
Never been
Never.
selected?
Nope. And in fact, only in this last year did I actually get a notice that I was like on the list of people who might be summoned.
Right.
And then they're like, unless you're from a bailiff, just stay your ass at home. And I never heard from a bailiff.
Holy shit.
So I've never, ever been selected in my entire life as a registered voter for forever for jury duty. So I've
Wow.
managed to avoid jury duty for many, 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 many years.
That's
Not
kind
on
of
purpose, though, because
that's
I'd like
kind
to.
of
I
incredible.
want to do my bit. I want to do my part. I want to freaking serve on a jury, send somebody to jail forever.
I mean, you say that, but you're only saying that because you've never had to do it.
Correct. I feel like I want to
as-
hear all the facts
as
and then
someone who's-
vote to
as-
convict.
As someone who's had to go for jury duty, had to potentially be a juror, I could tell you that that's not what I was thinking of. I just wanted to get my time back and get the fuck out of there as soon as possible.
Nope. I've been wanting to go for forever. I wanted to be on
So of
OJ
course, the
trial.
one guy in America who's never had to be on a jury is dying to be a juror.
That's the way it
dying
goes.
to be on it.
Yeah.
Todd, I was right there with you, buddy. I'm like, yeah, you know what? I've never done it either, but then I realized that I'm not a registered voter, so I guess that's where we differ.
Yeah, there's the problem.
Do you have to be a registered voter?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. I'm
Is it
kidding.
only in Michigan?
I don't know that. I don't know.
I didn't know that.
I have been twice, and I'll tell you what, Todd. When you show up 3 hours late and tell them that there was traffic, they get very upset, but then they send you home.
Yeah, I'll bet. No, when I finally got my first, like, hey, you might be selected for jury duty. Prepare to set this. I'm like, yeah, finally. And then they're like, nah, you're not. No.
Dude, it's got to be different state by state, because there's no way if you were still in Michigan that you would not have been to jury duty, but at least once.
Dude, I was in Michigan until 2008. Lived in Massachusetts as a registered voter from then until 2012. Moved out here in 2012, and still no dice.
Wow.
Just haven't had the luck of the draw yet. Again, I'm sure somebody's gonna freaking murder up a bunch of people, and one day they're gonna call me.
But the crazy part is that you've you don't sound like you're regretting this. You sound like you're like, oh, if only I'd be selected.
Yeah, dude, I want to do my part.
Well, you could argue that you've done your part in other ways.
Yeah, but I want to do my part by sending people to jail.
I mean, what you could go down to the worst parts of Seattle and hang around and see if you could be a witness to a crime. And then you could definitely send somebody to jail. You wouldn't be on the jury, but you'd be a witness.
A
state's witness.
Due to prison overcrowding, COVID, and other factors, people don't go to jail for forever anymore. So I think even that won't do. I mean, unless I decide to don a cape and become Blackman.
Right. Yeah. Did Cory hear that? Did you hear that?
I did. Todd's going to get selected for jury duty, and he's going to be so excited. He's going to fuck it up. The second he sits down in the courtroom, and the judge and lawyers are like, well, Mr. Doty's going to be fucking guilty. Send him away for life. And the prosecution and the defense
Sir,
are both
we've
going to be
not yet
like,
started the selection process. If you could sit down.
get this guy out of here. He doesn't know what he's doing. And then his jury duty is going to be cut way, way short.
I can't wait, dude.
Because I've seen
I want to be on a
in
jury.
person. I've seen them go like under their breath. They're like, scratch jury number 5.
Oh, yeah. He's going to have an outburst. Guilty. That motherfucker is so guilty. Sir, you haven't even met the defendant yet.
I want to do my part.
Well, Todd, I think after you get the chance to do it once, you're going to change your mind on that one, buddy.
Nope. I'm ready to do it. I want to serve best way I can.
Bob and I will start a petition out in Seattle for you.
A GoFundMe?
Just a petition to get Todd somehow picked for jury duty.
Please.
I mean, I feel
Please
like it's just a correctly worded letter to the state of Washington.
I mean, I would only think.
Perhaps you're not aware one of your citizens has
Yet to
gone
serve
his
on a
entire
jury.
life and never served on a jury.
And would love to.
How long you
And
lived in
would
Seattle?
love to. Since 2012.
Yeah, this is an egregious dereliction of duties by the state of Washington, in my opinion.
I feel like Todd might not be a
Sincerely,
registered voter out
the
there.
Schnozzcast.
I am, dude. I am.
Yeah, he's definitely registered.
so
but
you-
again,
so
I
you
don't,
say.
I don't know if
Registered
that's a thing.
I'm registered voter. I drop off my ballots and get mean mugged by all the freaking ballot watchers all the time.
Ballot watch. Fair enough. All right, fair enough.
These goddamn ballot watchers.
I know.
Uh, you know,
They call 'em.
I've avoided something.
Yeah.
Death.
Well, we're 3 for 3.
3 for 3. I have an answer.
Yeah. I feel like
Oh, for death, you
You-
mean?
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
yeah.
I think we've all done a pretty good job at that.
I think your answer it opens the door for my answer because I was like, I don't know if this qualifies, but now I definitely think it does.
Okay.
Oh no, I can't say that. I'm gonna totally jinx myself, and then it's gonna happen.
Nope. Now you.
Nope.
Hang on. Here's what we're gonna do. Todd, pour yourself a shot.
Oh, do I have a shot?
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sir.
And hopefully this shot's gonna give Bob the courage to say what he needs to say right now.
No, it's not courage I need. It is judgment and good judgment at that. Yeah.
Dude, this is just making it worse.
I know. I know. I feel like
For Todd
he
and I.
wants to say social disease.
I don't give a shit about
So,
that.
I got my
right,
shot ready.
All right, boys.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Salute.
He's got 2 buttons now.
He somehow recorded that during the podcast.
Yeah.
Todd, you brilliant bastard.
So good.
That's the good stuff.
So what's your final answer? Dude, I just go with
Yeah,
when
do
you
it.
originally
Just
go.
be true to yourself.
There's
Bob.
no,
Just say
don't even. No.
I've said plenty of stuff on the podcast, and I'm like, oh, I
Hey,
probably
Bob,
shouldn't have said that.
Bob, you know why I picked that saying, right?
Yes, I do. That's not what it is.
That's another thing I've avoided.
That's not.
And I don't know why. I can't figure it out.
I mean, technically, that is true. I mean, I guess if
No,
I,
it's not.
that's- Yep.
No,
yep,
it's not.
it is.
Not for
That-
you.
Yep, that's my answer.
Not for
100%.
you.
That's
It's
my
not.
answer. Yes, it is.
It can't be
Yep,
your answer.
Thank you,
because
Todd.
it is untrue.
That is my answer.
It is untrue.
Todd, I think you and I are going to have a conversation after this. 'Cause
Yeah. Exactly. If he says what I think he's going to say, it's untrue.
Oh, I thought we
Why
were
is
talking
it
about.
untrue?
I thought we were talking about the social.
Because I
diseases.
was there and I saw you.
You saw him get herpes?
No, I saw him get accosted by a man in a restroom, wanting to get his number, take him home for some tender loving. I was there.
Take it home. You might as well just do it right there in the restroom.
No. This dude was classy.
Oh, fair enough. I guess
Fair enough.
I guess I always run across the unclassy dudes. They're like, there's a hole in the wall over here. I'm like, oh, okay. Let me put my eye up to it and see what's in there.
Bob, you forget I've been around you for a long time. So
yeah.
you,
well, I was
you
at
say
that.
something that's
I was
untrue.
at that bar with you and our coworker who shall remain nameless. Yeah, and I was not the one who had the issue that day. But I will say,
you were one of the people who was wanting to be loved. I mean, I could have used that. I literally could have used that as another thing that I've not done because I actually have multiple stories about that.
Let's just be honest. We all know it.
Oh, I did not.
I didn't say it either, and I don't know if this makes it past edit.
Here's my yeah. So my answer is I've managed to avoid advances by someone of the. Did your light?
No. Nope. Oh. Nope. Untrue. Untrue.
He didn't avoid
Untrue.
it.
No, he did not avoid it. He did not avoid it. He did not avoid it. Did not. And I was there, and I was a witness to it. So pick a different one, Bob. You can say you avoided eating a strawberry shortcake off the ice cream truck. You can say all manner of things I might not have seen, but that one you cannot.
I absolutely can because I don't know what the fuck you're
No,
talking
you cannot.
about. Okay.
Untrue.
I mean,
Cory,
I don't know.
Hit the button. Hit the button.
Where's
the?
I've got the mixer over by me.
No, that one?
That one works.
Okay. All right.
All right. I guess I'm going with skydiving.
There you go.
You've avoided skydiving? I'm pretty sure
I've managed to avoid all entreaties to get me to go skydiving for my entire life.
Okay, so
feels like 3 for 3 again.
Yeah, how many people are coming to you on a daily basis, being like, "Hey, Bob,
Dude, it is a nonstop parade.
We really need to go skydiving
requests, and I'm only it's really a challenge.
It just gets worse and
I'm
worse
like,
by the
listen,
day.
I will not go. I'm just gonna come over here tomorrow. I'm like, okay, that's fine. The answer's not gonna change.
So hang on though.
Yeah.
Because I think we were looking at planning a trip to iFly at some point.
That's not skydiving.
Yeah.
I mean,
indoor skydiving.
It's in the name. Indoor
Yeah,
skydiving.
you're not really gonna, it's not like you're gonna,
iFly
it's not like you're
is
going to
the
fall
name.
from the sky. I mean, ultimately, worst case, you fall about 15 feet and break your nose.
Todd, I'm not gonna lie. I think you should make a special trip out here when we decide to do that because
I think we
feel
should.
like I feel like Bob's gonna find a way to really fuck himself up.
I've said I wanted to go to the iFly, but because for me, there's the scary part of skydiving has always been the falling, and I feel like at iFly, you're really not going to be high up enough to fall. You're it's more like I float. I mean, yeah, I suppose you're flying, but
fair enough.
But it's definitely not I fall.
Fair
I mean,
enough.
if I'm not going to I fall.
You're gonna I fuck yourself up somehow though. I know you are.
fall. Exactly. That's a great business. I have a great idea for a business. Instead of the iFly where people do the flying bit,
That whole fan in the floor thing, don't even need to worry about that.
Exactly. They just jump into a
Big ass.
barn and they
I
just
mean, what you're
fall
really
right
talking about,
ground.
you're talking about like a Lethal Weapon type of a jumper on the roof practice. Landing pad.
I'm sure we can make that happen.
Yeah, no,
I think we should do that.
Definitely not interested in that. All right, next question, boys.
Yeah.
What personality trait is most underrated?
Ooh.
Can you repeat the question?
What personality trait is most underrated?
I have a clarifying question.
Sure.
Is this a personality trait that's underrated for other people or for me?
I'm going to say for you. Make it applicable to you.
Your personality to other people.
No.
Or what you find in other people that is underrated.
It could be a personality trait of yours or other people. Doesn't really say. So we'll say what personality trait is most underrated. If your answer was, I feel that this is the most underrated personality trait that most people underrate, that would be acceptable. If you say this is one that I feel is underrated, that would be acceptable as well.
Okay.
If it's a personality trait of yours and you state that, that'd be acceptable. If you say, oh, this is a personality trait in other people that I think is underrated, but I value it and I feel like other people don't, that's acceptable as well.
Clarifying question.
Jesus fucking, I feel like I just left the barn door wide open for almost any answer.
I feel like I found my personality trait about people that. Sorry, Todd. Go ahead. Clarifying question.
Inquisitiveness. Constant, annoying inquisitiveness. No, that'd be overrated, actually.
Yeah, that's. Then I realized I'm like, yeah, that's actually over. It's way
the
over.
ability to shut your fucking mouth, that is underrated. Yes, Todd, your clarifying question.
Can we pick a different question?
Is that
Hold on?
Is that clarifying?
Yes, we can after we answer this one.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna say people's how do I word this?
Let's give it a shot.
That's underrated.
Yeah.
Respect of other people.
Okay.
I think there are some people out there left in the world that do have a lot of respect for others, and they won't treat people bad as long as they're not treated bad.
You feel that's underrated?
Yeah, because I think a lot of people nowadays they only care about themselves and think about themselves.
That's fair.
And when it comes to thinking about other people, that's the last thing they ever want to do. And like I said, there's certain people, and the reason I say it, including myself, because I'm always going to put other people's thoughts or feelings ahead of mine.
What?
Well, unless it comes to you and
Wait
Bob.
a minute. What? Can you, Bob? Can you rewind the tape and have him say that thing again?
I'm going to use this opportunity to go get another beer because I feel like Todd's got a lot of things to say to you right now.
I know. Can we play the grievance music?
Todd, I'm nowhere near the mixer, so sorry, buddy.
Can you repeat the question? Repeat the answer.
Respect for others.
And then the second part you said, the part that I feel like made my butt tighten up a little bit.
That people, there's a lot of people out there that don't care for others, or don't put other people above themselves.
Nope. Third part, then fourth part. The part that you said the part where you said that you, Cory, freaking TTs, TikToks, freaking loving that brother as thyself.
TikToks into this.
We're gonna.
I don't know.
Okay. We're gonna see where this is going.
Can you repeat that last statement you made? How you put yourself in everybody else's shoes? Tell me what you said.
I never said I put myself in other people's shoes. I said I respect other people, and I put their thoughts and wants above mine.
That's what I wanted to hear.
Well, there you go.
You were baiting him into a particular answer?
Yeah, I was.
Well done,
Just
sir.
want to know what he said. Clarifying question, baby.
There it is.
I'm going to say, and you could tell me, I think this is different than your answer. But if you disagree, let me know.
I disagree.
Wow. Are we at the end of the episode yet?
We're getting there.
We've only
getting
got 2 questions. I feel like we're within 5 or 6 minutes of the end of the episode.
No, about 15.
15?
Yeah.
Wow, we must have talked way longer than we were supposed to talk before we started.
I think so.
Give it to us, Bob.
My answer is empathy. Empathy is a.
That's the same thing that
Alexa,
Cory just
stop.
Yeah,
But
I feel like you just ripped Cory's answer right off and then use your big fat double English major degree having.
Speaking of empathy.
I feel like you just.
Thank you for illustrating my answer, Todd. I clarify. I'm clarifying empathy as the ability to put yourself in someone else's shoes and understand and have an understanding for their position, even if it's different than yours.
All right, I guess we can allow that. It's a little different.
It's close, but I'm like, I think it's a little different. I'm sure, Todd's already told me before I even said anything that it was
no good. Yeah, does not qualify.
I didn't say it didn't qualify. It just feels like a little you're waxing the same
like I'm splitting
part
hairs?
of the dog. It feels like you're waxing the same part of the dog, but that's okay.
You know
Todd,
what? That is a
Todd. Speaking of which, you wax your dogs?
Yeah, that's a saying that I need to bring.
Who
into my
doesn't?
Life a little more.
When they get that little flap
Which
sack,
is,
you don't want to be all freaking bushy. You gotta wax that, don't you?
The flap sack. Are you just trying to undercut Super Insane Snaps for the title of the episode with your flap sack? That's what it feels like,
dude. I feel like I gotta get in where I fit in.
And she's like whispering off camera, going like, Don't let that motherfucker get away with saying snaps. I've been listening upstairs. Come up with something better, goddammit. Todd, you're better than this. Represent.
I got to get in where I fit in, Bob. Can you repeat the question?
What personality trait is most underrated?
I have an answer.
I can't wait to hear it.
I think that's what we've been waiting for.
Humility.
Go on.
I don't think he planned anything past that. He was just like, they're going to accept this, and they're going to be like, oh, my God, great answer, Todd.
Todd.
Clarifying question, Todd.
Define humility.
Yeah, it sucks when it comes back on you, doesn't it?
Yeah, define humility, please.
Well, I mean, I answered the question. It feels like.
So you're not going to.
It feels like. Who's J? Hey, JM.
JM.
How are you?
What's going on?
Yeah, JM. It's saved by JM. JM.
You weren't saved by anyone. No.
Yeah. Let's not. Right.
Nope.
Let's not play that game. Although we could say, JM, welcome to the chat.
Yes.
The question that the hosts are trying to answer now that maybe you'd like to take a stab at, JM. What personality trait is most underrated? If you want to put your comments in the chat, JM.
Mm-hmm. And I just moved everyone because I said humility.
Yeah, and then refused to elaborate after we asked a clarifying question.
Yeah,
I didn't even hear the
which Todd is notorious for doing to everyone else. But the second that's turned around on him, he freezes up.
Yeah.
What's the question? Ask the question.
I just said the question.
We've said it again 3,000 times now.
What personality trait is?
And I answered with humility. What's the clarifying question?
Most underrated.
Why the clarifying question? Why is it humility? What makes it humility in your eyes?
Well, I was going to say, can you please define humility for us?
I mean, that's fair enough, but that still doesn't really answer the question.
It helps a lot.
Of why he picked humility.
A lot.
So yeah, okay, Todd,
So
define it and then give the reason why.
The definition in my mind of humility is a modest or low view of one's own importance and humbleness.
You Googled that real quick.
Yeah, I just did as well, and that's exactly. It's as though he's reading what I'm reading. But I think what this really means, Cory, is that we've all answered this question with an answer that for each of us is like a hair away from the other two. I think that legitimately our answers could all be considered synonyms of the exact same answer.
Hey, JM said kindness. I like JM's answer because I like being kind to people.
JM, that is a great answer. And if it wasn't coming in right on the tail end of Todd's bullshit answer, then I would probably be able to have a bit more of an open mind. But
why is my answer bullshit?
I just said, because Cory's answer and my answer and your answers are all like, if it's as though they were all the shade of yellow, but slightly different shades of yellow.
No, it feels like your answer and Cory's answer are like purple or Levander.
And your answer is like a deep green.
My answer was the only true one, so
it was the first one, that's for sure. All right. So JM gave us kindness, which hopefully JM's going to save the fucking day here. The quality of being friendly, generous, and considerate. I would say that answer is farthest away from our three answers and probably the best answer that we've gotten.
I'm kind of you two bitches every day. Every day. I was kind of
hang on. Wait a second.
Just you said your use of the word bitch really means that's you're disqualified.
He said
disqualified.
Because
JM called us bitches.
In a nice, being kind. In a humble way.
The first one, the quality of being friendly. No, nobody's a friend of mine is going to call me a bitch the way that Todd Dillon does.
Wait a minute. You telling me that when I say Bob, you son of a bitch, you don't feel the love?
Son of a bitch is fine, but you bitches.
That's
a little deeper.
That's my love language for you two, dickheads.
Oh, there we go. There's it.
So
JM, kindness. It's big on this show.
Kindness is big on this show.
Respect of others.
You know what else is
my
big on this
answer
show?
was.
Shots.
Yeah, hurry up, Todd. Get it together.
JM.
Pour that shot.
I don't know if you were a drinking man.
This is
woman. I don't know.
This is why the
JM
kindness goes down
it's
the
gender neutral.
tank.
If you're a drinking person, JM, go ahead and pour yourself a shot or grab a beer or something and join us.
Or green tea.
All right. Well,
Get us through
Actually,
this.
you know what you should grab is a kombucha. It's really, really good. It's really, really good for you. Love kombucha.
that's the most humble thing I've heard Todd say all evening.
And when did you get hired by them, Todd?
Who's that?
Cheers, JM.
Kombucha. I feel like it's one company.
What
Let's
are we
throw
drinking, JM? Glad you asked. Cory and I are drinking Pink Whitney. Todd over here is drinking
Crown Apple.
Apple. Because peaches are not
That's
going
the
out
good
of season.
stuff. That's the good stuff.
If JM, if you did have a drink, please put in the chat what it was because we're interested.
And notice, Jam, you're being targeted because we don't see anybody else in the chat. And so it's like
No, targeted is not a good. That's a bad word. We're happy to have JM in the chat.
Yeah.
We're just trying to engage with JM in any way that we can.
Yes.
And if we had a hotline still available, we would give JM the number and say, "Call the hotline. We'll put you on the show."
we don't have a line anymore.
Not at the moment.
No, we're good on that right now.
Hotline-less.
Damn it.
But that's okay.
Hey, there's a live chat open. They can use the live chat.
100%.
Right. Well, welcome to the jungle.
Todd, let me ask you this, buddy. If they came out with, which I don't know, they might already have it. If they came out with a Crown Apple pumpkin for fall,
No.
what would you wouldn't be into that as you are Crown Apple or Crown Peach?
Nah, bro. Nah. Dude, I'm not a pumpkin guy. I mean, and I don't want to paint with a broad brush, but I'm going to start
thank God.
painting a little bit. But black people typically, we're not pumpkin folks, man. Sweet potato.
Holy fuck, JM. I did not expect that response.
What?
Oh, my God.
Wait, what?
Holy shit.
What?
He goes, I don't have any booze. I'll do a whippet instead. All right, dude.
Listen.
I can't say we endorse that.
We don't endorse it or judge. Just all we can say is,
or if you got Rush at home,
Take
I
care
used
of
to sip
yourself.
that in high school.
take
Let's
care of
do
yourself.
Okay, he said, oh, just kidding. Okay, all right. Whew.
No.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, listen.
Rock it if you got it, baby.
We knew good friends of ours when I was married. Good friends of ours who shall remain nameless had a neighbor who huffed paint, whose child huffed paint, like to a dangerous they were going to die from it.
Well, yeah, it's not good for you.
Yeah. So over and over
I hear.
again,
Not
so
for nothing.
Whippets, I don't.
Shots aren't good for you.
But I wouldn't put whippets in the same category as huffing paint.
No, God, no. It's
But-
still, I mean,
It's still probably not totally safe. but-
Snorting
quite-
Rush
quite
or
dangerous.
snorting Rush also not good for you.
Also, he could be a provocateur and not actually doing the whippets.
After that, he said, oh, just kidding. Which,
Well played,
Whatever,
Jim.
fair enough.
Whatever
Now you
glides
have me-
your ride, we're okay with that. We're not haters.
No,
We're
not at all.
no, teach their own.
I feel like we can move on.
I think
do
we
it on that one.
I think we're good.
Let's do it.
Next one. Might this be the last one? Well, we'll see how it goes.
No, let's see how it goes.
I feel like this is appropriate given Todd's answer and his response to our clarifying questions.
Oh, boy.
What do you wish people would stop bragging about?
So, where to start?
I have a clarifying question.
Go ahead.
When you say people, do you mean Cory? You or both of you?
I mean,
Yes,
Or
Todd.
white people?
By people, he means just the specific one or two of us.
I mean people in general, but if you would like to couch your answer in specific genetic groups, just make sure and frame it in such a way.
Or if you want to be racist about it, go ahead.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Let's hear it, Todd.
I'm totally fine with that.
Well, so Cory,
You want to call white people out for any particular? Go right ahead.
Mary gets out of the shower. She smells like a wet dog.
Well, Corey, you went right to the heart of the matter.
See?
And so I'm gonna.
This might be the episode that either breaks us or gets us thrown off YouTube.
I know. We have to back.
And JM, you were here to see it.
I know. We have to. Corey's broken the internet.
Is JM still here?
He might be.
Bob, can you repeat the question?
Sure. What do you wish people would stop bragging about?
I wish people would.
Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No.
After you.
You jumped in.
You.
No,
After
my
you.
answer was half
After
baked.
you.
My answer was half baked. Half baked at best.
No. But I'm practicing humility because that was my last answer.
Of course you are.
I wish that people would stop bragging about being so humble. That's what I wish. Todd, your answer. Todd, the microphone is yours, my friend.
Okay. Well, then I'm the king of controversy.
Oh, that's another thing I hate people bragging about.
I'm the king of controversy. So my answer is going to be, I wish people would stop bragging about how colorblind they are.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna step away for a second to go to the bathroom. I can't wait to hear this though.
So hold on. So Corey stepped away to the bathroom, leaving me to field the fallout from your answer to this existential question.
Yeah.
So let me just start with. Are you basing this on a particular exchange that you've had routinely with a particular person or group of people? Something is driving you to say.
Something's driving. The thing that's driving me, Bob, is this.
Yeah,
we're all individuals who live our lives and live our own movie through our own lenses. We sit next to each other every day. You and I could sit at the same baseball game and view it in two totally different ways. And so my answer to that question is, when it comes to being colorblind, if you say, no, people, where they come from doesn't matter to me, and I'm colorblind, I don't see color. I think people bragging about that is kind of the wrong thing. I think you should see color, and we should all, from every perspective, look to put ourselves in other people's shoes. And that means people who come from privilege should look to put themselves in the shoes of people who don't. People who don't come from privilege should put themselves in the shoes of people who do. And we should just talk to each other, share perspectives, and know that we are stronger together. And again, I'm not. This isn't a political podcast. It's supposed to be funny. But the funny thing is,
you went real funny with this one, Todd.
No, it's gonna get funny at the end, dude.
Yep.
Why do you cut me off,
All right.
Corey?
No, go ahead.
Short motherfuckers always be wanting to fucking interject and make things fucking about short people. But I just want to say,
that's why you're talking.
I know. That's why I said. That's why my answer was,
gentlemen,
people being colorblind. Don't be colorblind. Be color neutral. Understand and seek to understand and be humble and understand what people who don't look like you, what their lives are like. Seek to know more about the people you either don't like, don't understand, don't know anything about them, regardless of their color. Seek to understand their perspective, and we will all get along a little bit better. So that is my answer, and I'm sticking with it.
No, go ahead.
That's a very deep answer, and to that I had a couple of thoughts. First of which is, I think that people, I've obviously heard it being said. I've heard it said like flippantly. I've heard it said earnestly. But people, when they say I'm colorblind, I feel like it's a quick answer to a very, very involved question.
Word.
And it'd be great if those people could have an honest conversation about, color, race, creed, all of those things. But I feel like I'm colorblind as a statement has been out there long enough to the point where the people that say it are almost kind of like soft shoeing the question over into the corner. Like, let's not talk about that. It's kind of the
I was going to say,
that it's got.
And I'm going to cut you off, Bob, but one of the things that even people who want to be allies of people who say that, my take is always, again, you have an opinion, and it's okay to have an opinion. It's okay to have an opinion that might actually seem racist.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Like we probably lost Jay.
But acknowledge what those things are, and ultimately don't use that phrase. I think being colorblind is a horrible thing. If we don't take people out of it, to not be able to see all the brilliance of every color that exists in this world, that would be one of the worst curses that I could imagine for any being. I think that, actually, I'm glad that they debunked the theory that dogs are colorblind. They only see black and white. They don't. They see different shades of different things. And I think that's saying, and I think that this existential question gave me the opportunity to kind of say, stop saying that. Don't be colorblind. Just again, be curious. Be curious and learn as much as you can about all the different colors in the spectrum, and then you have you might have a different perspective on life.
Yeah. So I'm going to say, Todd, I'm a little disappointed with your answer, because when you originally said that, I was like, oh man, I'm like, Todd hates people when they're like, oh, that's a yellow shirt, and they're like, no, it's gray. He's like, fuck you. And I'm like, that's the colorblind. I was like, oh, this is going to be really good. But then, so I obviously didn't see where you're going at first, because colorblind to me, I was just, they can't see actual shades of color. But I get what you're saying. It is, that would be. And
wow.
But now I see where you're going with it. And yeah, dude, guess what? I walk into a Mexican restaurant, I see a bunch of white dudes working in the kitchen. I'm like, fuck this restaurant. We're out of here.
There you go.
I want to walk in there and see a bunch of Mexican dudes
they might be able to follow
kitchen.
Instructions. Actually, one of the coolest things ever, though, that example, though, Cory, is pretty funny to me. There is an Italian restaurant here in adjacent to the city that I live in Washington, Gianfranco, and they have some of the best Italian food ever. The original owners sold their restaurant to an Asian family and shared the recipes, and they've stayed true to that tradition, and it is still one of the best Italian restaurants in the area. And I still go in there and enjoy the food.
So they were able to adapt and overcome just cooking fried rice and went on to something different.
Dude, fried rice is not.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness.
I'm kidding.
I know. You're winning the humility debate.
That was my goal, Todd. After you said that.
I think the sentiment behind I'm colorblind is a good one. I think it's rooted in the desire for equality, the desire for
But you can't be if you don't see it. If you don't see what the brilliance behind the colors are.
But what you're saying, Todd, is I'm hoping that for those people where that's the best they can do, that you would have empathy for them, knowing that they are trying to, to address in their own mind, the racial injustice that's been in this country for a very, very long time, and how that might be able to be solved.
Correct me if I'm wrong here, Todd, but basically what you were saying is that people that say, "Oh, I don't see color, I'm colorblind." It's the new way of saying, "Well, I'm not racist."
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's a very.
But we are all
25
tribal.
years ago, 30 years ago, it may have meant a little bit more. But in
No,
2024,
I don't think it ever. I think it never ever meant what people intended it to mean. Ultimately, that's
the
not
guy
what
who
anybody
said
was
it
ever
first,
looking for.
The guy who said it first, the guy who coined it first, I'm sure was trying to get a point across. Right, but I feel like that point that phrase is meant to get across in 2024 doesn't land anymore.
I don't think it landed whenever it was.
Somebody must have thought it landed
originated.
because it was adopted by white folks everywhere. Right?
Again, as a person who's lived in the world, and again, I'm not hating on anybody who's not. That's great not to be racist. Here's the thing: we are human beings. We are hardwired to be
Very glad
part
you
of a
agree with
tribe.
that, Todd.
I mean, we are hardwired to be the way that we are. We find comfort and we seek comfort amongst our tribe, and so my take on it is, it's supposed to be a comedy podcast, but I want to challenge the assertion that being colorblind is the best thing. Actually, I'd say you should be color. What's the opposite of blind? Color
Neutral.
Not neutral's passive. What's the active?
I'm kidding,
word?
Buddy.
Well, I'm looking for. Well, what's the active word? I would say we should be. I'm color. Again, because
antonym is what you're.
Yeah, whatever the opposite of that is. Because here's the thing:
cited, perceptive,
perceptive. Because again, I've had the privilege of being able to grow up and be accepted into cultures that aren't like mine, and so I see both sides. I feel that I see many sides because I've had the opportunity and the blessing to be able to travel the world, right, and see the experience of people who look like me and who don't look like me. And I think getting rid of color, I think colorblind is less than neutral. And I think if you, whatever the positive, I'm not smart enough to coin the opposite of colorblind, but whatever the positive annotation of that is, I think that's the thing we should be doing. And if I could make it funny, then shit, I'd probably be making $1 gazillion. But that was my intent. Whatever the positive of that is, that's what I'm seeking, and we should all seek.
Well said. Well said.
I agree.
Is this a good place?
That's why I love Cory.
One more question.
Yes, I want to end it on something funny because it feels like I dragged into.
I don't know that we need to end on something funny. I mean, I feel like
let's do it.
If JM's still with us, then we're kind of lucky. But
we have nothing but time.
Let's do it, baby. Something funny. Something good.
True. Mary's out of town. I forgot.
She's in town technically.
Wait, what?
She's in our town.
No, not your town, Todd. What the fuck?
She's in town.
She's in Washington.
No, she's in our town.
My point, I felt, was pretty obvious.
Todd,
She's
this is really bothering you.
Fucking Todd.
He's like the old man.
I feel like now you're just trying to pick a fight with the young folks.
Wow.
All right, let's see if this lands us on any funnier ground that we left in the last question.
Todd, if it makes you feel any better, I'm an old soul buddy, so I'm right there with you.
All right.
Thank you.
Last question. What fashion trend have you refused to get involved with?
I mean, there's a lot.
There's a lot.
This
is good.
Should be easy.
This is good. Clarifying question.
Does it have to be fashion or
right?
Sorry, Todd, go ahead.
Clothing fashion or bodily fashion, or is the sky's the limit? Whatever fashion.
I say sky's the limit.
So do I. But if you say something that's so fucking clearly not fashion, I'm calling you out and disqualifying you. Is that fair?
Well, my fashion and your fashion. So here was the
no.
I'm not.
Saying
this isn't my answer.
Where it's not even fashion. It's not even in the realm of fashion. I'm going to call you out on it. Your fashion, my fashion, they're different, but they're both fashion. You may give me some answer. I'm like, that's not even fucking fashion, dude.
Is it fashion when people? So clarifying question.
I'm so tired of people wearing fucking dinosaur bones on their faces.
No.
Oh, I could get on board with that.
Yeah, but that's not my question.
Good.
Is hair color fashion?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Are tattoos fashion?
100%.
Don't you say too much about tattoos, buddy.
Are tails fashion?
Or what?
Tails?
Yeah,
Like butt plug tails or
Clarifying question to your clarification.
yeah, that's like if we're
What do
talking
you mean by
if we're talking butt plugs, that's fashion. That's a great fashion.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing that.
Clarify, please.
Now, if you're just
See?
sewing a tail onto the back of your pants and calling it fashion, yeah, let's get rid of that.
But fashion, nonetheless.
No, you said tails. Explain what you mean.
I meant the whole gamut that Cory freaking ran down for us.
Oh, okay.
Oh, butt plugs and
Gotcha.
Okay, yeah.
All right, yeah, that counts.
Okay.
So wait, hang on, Todd. Are you against butt plug tails?
No, we're gonna hear it. He's gonna. Answer
I know,
this
but
question.
I'm
Well, let
not,
him fucking answer it.
I'm trying, but
No,
I'm.
you're,
I don't
you're
want to go
stopping
first.
it.
I was just clarifying
doesn't
what
wanna go- he doesn't
fashion
wanna go
entailed. I was clarifying what
Okay,
fashion entails.
Listen, if you're gonna ask 3 different clarifying questions and then refuse to go first, maybe just don't ask those questions and wait until we answer the question. Then you can go, oh, I totally didn't even understand what they were asking, but now I get it.
Clarifying
Fair
question.
Fuck you.
Fair
Cory,
enough.
what do you think? Oh, do we got a shot sitting here?
Yeah, Todd, pour yourself up one more shot.
While you're thinking about your clarifying fucking thoughts. Last shot, I assume, of the
I hope.
episode. Although Todd's got nowhere to go.
I played Bob from last week. Tonight's been my fault.
It has been.
It has been. I'll give you that.
All right. I'm ready.
Cheers.
Cheers, boys.
Hit the Turkish salute button.
Salute.
That wasn't Turkish. Lying bastard.
That's the good stuff, baby. A cold crown apple.
Cory, what fashion trend have you refused to get involved with?
I mean, there's a lot.
Pick
But
one.
from what I can think of, when I was in high school, it was a real big thing to get your tips dyed like bleach blonde.
Oh.
Not your entire head. Just like the tips of your hair.
What? I was going to say the tips of your what?
Frosted tips was a
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Me too.
Todd, you with frosted tips would be absolutely hilarious. I mean, not that we could do it right now, currently.
I love it.
Why couldn't I?
Well, you're gonna have to grow some hair out.
I could do that.
For the audio
I'd
listeners,
have a full afro if I wanted to.
which I think would be fucking amazing if you actually grew it out,
Can we make
Do
it?
they have frosted afro tips?
dude.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah. I can't name a single person who actually did, but I feel like there have been.
Todd, you know what? Okay. Just as I grew my hair out for the Day of the Dude and the Lebowski Fest, you have 1 year starting from this point on to start growing that bad boy out. And once it's long enough,
Yep.
Bob and I will pay for you to get those tips frosted.
All right. Maybe I'll do that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Which is weird too, because I did Todd have hair back in your guys' college days?
Hell yeah, he did.
Yep.
Hey, don't
I won't say
you
it
don't
was
have to
like
be
a
upset.
luscious, full fro necessarily.
Luscious.
but, I mean, we all had to wear helmets for
Right.
The first term of 3. So
Right. The only reason I ask is that ever since I've known Todd, he's always been bald, or not, I shouldn't say bald.
shaved head.
He's always had a shaved head.
Yep.
So I've never seen Todd with any sort of
I
of
feel
hair
like he sent us all a picture at one point.
with hair.
Yeah.
Look your phone right now.
Uh
Look at your phone
No,
right now.
that doesn't make good for good podcasting content. But let me
For good pasta.
Oh, you just sent it?
Yeah.
Wow, that was fast. Did you have that fucking
dude.
shit on a?
That was last week.
That
That was last week, bro. That
Wow.
was last week.
Cory, is there any way that this picture can make it into
Oh,
artwork for this episode?
It can. It can also go up on the screen right now.
I'll.
I can't get my TikToks in,
yeah,
but you
you
get my
should-
picture of my afro.
Yeah.
you
Oh no,
should
we can easily do
You
that.
should probably get Todd's approval first.
I think we just got it. He sent it to us.
That is, but he didn't know you were going to share it with the world. He sent it to your phone.
It was me last week.
He shared it with two people. You're thinking about sharing it with the entire internet.
Bob, it was last week. Why would I hate on Cory
Okay,
for me sharing pictures from last week?
Just got the okay.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm telling you, you have 1 year starting from now to grow that.
Why do
out.
we need 1 year?
Because it's gonna take a while. Well, if you that length might not be a year, but
are we talking like a Colin Kaepernick level, bro?
Oh, okay.
Are we talking about?
I never had a big natural.
Lenny Kravitz's female drummer.
I never wore a big natural. But if that's what it takes to get a frosted tips, maybe we
big natural.
do that in a couple weeks, maybe a couple months.
All right, I'm going to answer this question while you're monkeying around with your phone. For me, I'm going to say the whole country thing. The cowboy boots. I have so many friends of mine have cowboy boots, wear cowboy boots to the bar, out to places that they feel is a dress up occasion.
What friends
Who are
these
you
are
hanging out with these days?
Yeah,
Bob?
that's what I would.
I feel like you're surrounding yourself with the wrong type of folks.
Todd, stop and think about how many frat brothers of ours wear cowboy boots on the regular.
Nobody that I know. I hope.
Well, all right.
Fletcher wears cowboy boots every day?
Look, there's more than one person that we know who's a frat brother, and beyond
I don't know
Fletcher.
many of them. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on record to say
Phil does. The Phils do.
Every single frat brother that I saw at last year's homecoming was wearing cowboy boots at one point during the weekend. Everyone. And it's just this is a thing.
Pholumpus lives in Texas, so I get that.
No, he doesn't live in Texas anymore. He lives in Michigan.
And he wears cowboy boots still?
I haven't seen him in forever, but I can say the people that I did see at homecoming, which doesn't include him, were wearing them. So this is the fashion trend that I have refused to get involved with.
Yeah, you should. And you know what, Bob? Here's the funny thing.
Thanks, Todd.
Here's the funny thing. You and I are on the same page. You know what my answer is?
No, I don't.
Tennis shoes with suits, man.
Oh shit!
Just
Are
like
you
pimp
directly
threads.
Calling out your co-host for his wedding attire.
Those were not tennis shoes.
Just like pimp threads. I like to dress up. I like a good suit. I got several good suits. Like suits. Yeah. Like to look like you've been there before.
Yeah.
And I like a good pair of dress shoes. It doesn't have to be uncomfortable dress shoes. But I like a good pair of dress shoes. And so I'm not down. I know that there's this trend with people wearing the leather tenny bops. And
is that a thing? Really? That's a trend?
If you look at Sports Center or any of these other shows, a lot of the guys
those guys are fucking multimillionaires. They're multimillionaires trying to set a trend to make their leather.
It is very big.
They're not normal people. They're famous people trying to set a famous people trend.
Yeah, that's a trend I'm not down with. What was the question again?
That's fair enough. That qualifies. That qualifies.
I like a good dude. I actually like, and it's not about even the money, but I have really, really nice shoes that are dressy for every occasion, no matter what it is, and I think that's pretty cool. I think having, again, I'm not a diva, but I'm not a crazy diva.
Internet, please clip out that track and post it as a viral TikTok.
I'll accept the correction on that, Todd.
I'm not a diva. Direct quote from Todd Dillon.
He's not a crazy diva. I'll accept that.
Yeah, I mean, and don't get me wrong. I mean, I probably have 70 pairs of shoes.
Wait, hold on. You have how many pairs of shoes?
Like 70.
Am I the only other one here who doesn't have 70 pairs of shoes?
I definitely
not even
don't.
half that number.
Definitely do not.
Don't?
Todd, that is a shockingly large number of shoes that you have. We're talking 70
small.
pairs of shoes, or you're talking 35 pairs of shoes, but each shoe's a different shoe, so 70 total shoes.
I probably have 70 pairs of shoes. I have probably 30 different types of dress shoe.
Well, that's why they pay the
Lot
big
of-
bucks, sir.
It's a lot of shoes, buddy.
That's a lot of shoes.
No, but I mean, no, you get it for every occasion. I mean, depending upon what you're doing.
That's the difference, I think, here is I don't have that many occasions.
Bob and I don't have that much shit to go to, Todd.
It's Kroger or Westbourne. Those are my two occasions.
Hold on a second. Wait. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Let me ask you this question, Bob.
Yeah, go ahead.
And again, not trying to not getting too deep.
Sure.
But you got your shoes you wear to church.
Don't go to church.
Sure. I do have church shoes.
Okay, but shoes, you get church shoes.
I got church shoes. Are we ticking
You
these
get
off
shoes,
on my fingers?
shoes you
Okay,
wear.
that's one.
Shoes you wear to a wedding. Not the same shoes.
Same shoes.
What?
Same shoes.
Wait, hold on
Nobody
a
knows the
second. Wait a
fucking
minute.
difference.
Wait.
Church/wedding shoes. Got it. That's one.
Wait a minute. Okay,
Yeah.
brown suit, church or wedding.
Hold on. Let's not do wedding or church. Let's do suit. Okay. Brown suit shoes, black suit shoes.
Yeah, blue suit shoes,
I don't have blue suit.
green suit shoes,
Nope. It's brown or black. I have two pairs of shoes.
beige suit shoes,
Two general shades of suits. Brown
gray
or black.
suit, multiple shades of gray
Nope.
suit shoes.
Nope. A pair of black shoes goes with anything. dude.
High gloss, low gloss,
No.
ponytail, square toe.
I have a black pair and a brown pair.
Dude, you need to talk.
What else you got? Should we go into tennis shoes?
Oh, running shoes?
Yeah, I would say that's probably a bad idea.
So hold on.
He just listed off all those
the
dress shoes.
70 pairs of shoes. Are the 70? Those are 70 pairs of dress shoes.
No, I have about 30 pairs of dress shoes.
Wow.
Because you have to
never
match.
had this conversation before. That's
How do you,
amazing to me.
dude? How do you?
I've known you
So
since
you have the same pair of shoes
1989.
for every formal occasion?
No.
Same color?
I have. You're going by what you're going to wear, right? You're either going to wear something that's, in my book anyway, something that's black or gray, which requires a pair of black shoes. Then you're
Black,
gonna
gray,
wear
browns,
brown,
tans.
and you're going to have a
light,
brown or
light,
tan.
light,
Gonna have a
darks,
brown pair of
greens.
shoes. No greens.
What do you wear? Hold on a second, Bob.
green
What do you wear with the
suit?
green? What do you wear with an olive suit?
I don't have an olive suit. I'm telling you, black or gray, brown or tan. Two types of suits. That means two pairs of shoes. That's it.
We need to talk, bro. I can help you.
Apparently, listen. You may enlighten me where I'm like, holy shit, I need to buy 17 more pairs of shoes.
You
But
do.
at this particular
It
time,
seems you're low on shoes.
if all we're talking about are dress shoes,
Low on
I've named
shoes.
two. Corey, I feel like Corey's he's deep into his keyboard here, but I feel like he probably is in the same boat as me.
Oh yeah, no, I have
How many pairs of dress shoes you got?
actual dress shoes. I think one. That I haven't.
One.
I have
How many
worn.
suits do you have, Corey?
Well, now actually, you might be surprised now, since I got married and since my sister got married, and then my suit that I've always had, the go-to suit.
So I'm not even hating on you for your suit count. I'm asking you how many pairs of shoes you got.
Oh, one.
I think
Therein lies the problem.
You should probably
You got
talk to
19 suits and you got one pair of shoes, bro.
Talk to Corey before you talk to me.
I have three suits.
Three
And that's only a recent acquirement that I've
Yeah.
gotten.
My father taught me you need two pairs of good shoes. You need a good pair of brown shoes and a good pair of black shoes. Anything after that is personal preference.
No, hold on a second. But you need different blacks and different browns, Bob.
No, you do not. Black goes with nearly anything.
No,
Except for brown and tan.
No.
Yes.
Bob, tell me this question. Answer it, and I pray.
Yeah.
Hope. Tell me this.
Yeah.
So tell me you're not still wearing those black. What was that movie? Footloose, pointy toe black shoes for your
Footloose?
black dress shoes.
I'm not sure I remember what kind of shoes are in Footloose.
The ones that were all just smooth all over, just the black pointy toe smooth shoe. Tell me that's not your go-to pair.
I don't know what that is. You'll have to text. We can bring this up in the next episode.
Yeah.
You'll have to produce a picture. Yeah, this
feels like how can you only have one pair of black shoes though?
Todd,
are they high gloss?
Todd, I definitely want us to continue this conversation because I feel like there's a lot more to be mined here. And a lot more.
It feels like
that Cory and I have to do.
It feels like you guys are both perilously short.
No, so okay.
Yes,
hang on.
I get it.
And here's why, Todd. So yeah, I know you don't like the look of the more casual shoe in a suit, which fair enough. I can get that. I can appreciate it.
Did you ever get Todd's reaction to the shoes that we wore at your wedding?
Oh, I don't need to. He clearly hated them because he just told us that.
No, I did not say I hated it. Again, to each his own. I'm not hate. I haven't been sucked into that fad. I haven't been sucked into it. But I'm saying that's one pair of shoes for the wedding, and not for nothing, you're gonna wear that same pair of shoes to every wedding you go to from now on.
No, I've worn them a lot outside the wedding. It doubled as a brand new shoe for the wedding. Yep. And then it was something that I knew I was going to wear a lot afterwards.
Yep.
So I'm okay with that. But
those
I'm saying
oil change shoes as well.
So for the next wedding,
wedding,
whatever the suit color you wear,
you get married again?
What you wearing for shoes?
Woo!
It depends. It depends who it is. It depends how comfortable I am with them. I might show up in my Birkenstocks for their wedding.
Is JM still in the room?
He hasn't said anything in bed. So
he's still in the room?
I think we lost him. I think we lost him at colorblind.
So
hang on. If you're still there, reply and just shoot us a thumbs up or thumbs down.
So there's the pack. I was finally able to get the picture of Todd up on the up on the screen.
What is this? The sign that's above your head?
That's the last name of the family's house I was at.
Okay,
Tyler.
Wow, dude, you're a handsome mofo. That's all I gotta say.
You know it, brother man.
Who knew that that fine necklaced gentleman would end up shaving his head only a scant few years later?
A few days later. It was last week, bro.
And why'd your body get so much smaller and your head got bigger?
What is on your breast with that shirt? What's the thing on your shirt on your left, right there? Is that a duck with wearing like a?
I think it's a Star Wars figure.
A mask. Bob. It's not a Star Wars figure.
I think it's Jar Jar
all
Binks.
the movies. That's not a Star Wars figure.
I'm pretty sure Jar Jar Binks was not a thought in anyone's mind when this picture was taken.
Yeah, yeah. This might have been closer to the original Star Wars. So it looks like a duck or some sort of a goose with a face mask, like almost predicting in the future what would happen with COVID. That's what it looks like to me. But that's a ball.
I don't know why you guys are trying to deflect here. You guys wearing the same pair of shoes to every event is still startling to me.
It is.
So Todd, I will say I'm with you. If you're in something like a blue suit,
yeah,
you want to have a brown belt and some brown shoes. Black does not look
sometimes
good. 100%.
Sometimes.
But then you pull out the brown shoes.
Well, yeah, if you have them.
Again. That's my
bad. Sometimes I wear blue and black.
I've got some good pair of brown shoes.
Okay, all right.
Good pair of blue. Good pair of blue,
give me a
black
situation
high
in
gloss.
which I can't pull out either one of those shoes.
But wait a minute. Square toe, pointy toe, depends on the
Don't
thing.
give a shit.
What about boots? What if you don't want to wear boots? What if you want to wear a dress boot?
No, I'm not wearing a dress boot.
Todd.
Black or brown.
I already hate footwear.
Shoes.
So yeah, boots are usually always
no
out of
boots.
the question.
Right, but so give me something in which a pair of good black dress shoes and a pair of good brown dress shoes would not qualify to wear. Yeah, give me a situation.
I'm not saying I can.
I'm talking to Todd.
Okay.
I know that you
I'm
and
telling
I
you
probably
that-
have the same
I'm
two
telling
pair
you-
of shoes.
Oh yeah.
I'm telling you that two pair of shoes ain't gonna get it, Bob.
All right, well listen, boys and girls, tune in next time for the thrilling conclusion to this really actually interesting and somewhat frustrating, although thrilling conversation about the footwear.
The suit debate.
Yes, that we should have. And until such time that we meet again, I love you.
Love you guys.
I love you. I love you two freaking shoe poor bitches as well.
Shoe poor bitches.